guys, what's up? It's me, Franny. So I asked you guys on Twitter what you wanted to see, whether it was a full face using NYX products or a full face using Drugstore and Drugstore 1. So I don't use these Drugstore products on a daily basis. I used to a few years ago, or even honestly like a year ago. I didn't have enough money to afford, makeup products from Sephora or Ulta or high-end beauty products. I just could not afford them. I would do a full face of makeup just using Drugstore products. So I'm basically kind of going back to my roots of, how I started doing makeup and how I'd use it every day in high school and even when I first moved out here. Everything here I have used before, so I know that it's good, but there's one thing that is brand new that I have not tried yet and that I'm really excited to try, and it is the NYX contour palette. I've heard awesome things about it, so I'm very excited to use that. But yeah, I'm just basically gonna be putting this on my face. I haven't actually done this in a while using only Drugstore. The brushes I'm gonna be using are Morphe brushes, which are very, very affordable. So they're not like $40 brushes. If you go online or if you live by a Morphe store, they're like $10, $12 and they're awesome. So I guess we can get started with the video. I think I've talked enough. Maybe. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. It's a mattifying primer. I've used Milani primers before, but I'm not sure if this is the exact one that I use. I don't remember. So I'm just gonna be applying that all over my face because my face does tend to get oily. So, whatever can help. It feels really soft on my skin. It kind of feels like I'm putting I want to say baby oil on my skin, which is a little scary to think about because I'm very oily. It's like not greasy though. It feels really nice and it's oil free. So the next thing, foundation. So I'm going to be using my all-time favorite foundation from a drugstore, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I think I used this in my first ever makeup video I did on my channel. It's like my everyday makeup routine, as this is my holy grail foundation when it comes to Drugstore. I haven't used this in so long, so I think this is my shade. If it's not, well, we'll work with it. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. We'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna take it and literally just dab it around my face. So a lot of this makeup I went to go buy because, like I said, a lot of it is probably in my drawers, but it's old, so I wanted to buy new, fresh makeup. But why is Drugstore makeup so expensive now? It's reasonably priced. It's, it's $10, $12, but if you buy a full face of makeup worth of product at the Drugstore, you're spending over $100, which I guess is good because 2 products at Sephora is like $100, but it just kind of caught me off guard. I was like, And the L'Oreal Infallible foundations have a matte one as well that I used to use, but I feel like the matte one was just way too matte. I didn't like how matte it looked on my skin, and I have, a combination oily, but I prefer using the Pro Glow foundation. It just looks more dewy and my skin looks more glowy. That's the word, glowy. Okay, I'm gonna put just a tad bit more on my forehead. Guys, like I said, I lived off of this Drugstore makeup. It was the best thing for me. I would go to the drugstore and I would literally have a field day buying makeup, I remember. And it is good makeup. I just sometimes forget about it. This foundation, I just forgot how much I loved it, and I feel like I'll for sure be going back to buy more. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna be using is concealer. This is also a holy grail Drugstore item for me that I would use religiously. And it is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealers. I have them in 2 shades, and I have them in fair and in light. Yeah, I just bought these because the other ones are old. Now I'm gonna be going in with the shade light, and you just kind of squeeze this little spongy thing. You kind of have to squeeze it a few times. Remember, I would squeeze it a ton before actually getting to the product on here. Oh, I see some concealer. So I'm gonna be going in and concealing our under eye bags. Got a little on my nose. I'm gonna go in a little bit and cover up some pimples I see. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade Fair. I'm gonna get that closer to my eyes just to make it a little brighter. All right, now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend. Blending, blending, blending. Okay, now that I blend that out, I'm going to just be setting my concealer and foundation with some face powder. Ooh, another holy grail face powder or makeup product, whatever you want to call it. So good. It's the original Formula's Airspun Loose Face Powder. You can buy this at Walgreens. It's like $8 and it's awesome. I use this one for a long time. I'm gonna put that right under my eyes. Pat that in there to set. Now I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and set the rest of my face real lightly. Okay, so now that I have that done, I'm gonna be going in with some contour. I like to typically cream contour, but I'm not gonna do that today. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I really just wanna really use this palette because I'm really excited to use it. I'm going to just be taking this one is a high-end brush, so I guess I'm kind of cheating the system a little bit, but I just love it. I know Morphe has one exactly the same. You know, I've seen it in videos, it exists, but I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I'm using the MAC 135. It's this fluffy, tapered contouring brush. And I'm going to be going in and contouring my face. Palette looks like that. I'm going to be using, I think I'm gonna mix two together. I think I'm gonna mix these two middle ones. This one is a little too cool tone. This one's like neutral warm. So I'm gonna mix them together so I don't look too muddy, because that's the scary part when you contour. You can easily look muddy. Okay, and then I'm going to lightly contour. I like it. I think it was like $25. I mean, I guess it's on the higher price end of the drugstore because it is $25, but it is a very big palette and I feel like it will last you a good amount. Because I know the Kat Von D one, I wanna say it's like $40. So you are saving around 15, 20 bucks, which is a lot of money for a makeup product. So far, so good for the NYX palette. Okay. Cool, I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to be just kind of shaping it with the face powder again. I'm just gonna kind of outline it a bit. I'm doing these like smile lines. A little under my eye. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm gonna be going in with another OG blush. A lot of OGs here, guys. If you guys have been watching me from the very beginning, and I also think my channel's gonna be coming up to 1 year of my first makeup video, which is pretty intense. Insane too, because this year flew by. But I'm gonna be using the Berry Amore Baked Powdered Blush by Milani. It has been hands down my favorite blush probably for years now. I've used this so much and I don't know why I stopped using it. I think just because I was gifted a bunch of stuff from Tarte and I just started using that blush a lot. So I kind of just naturally kind of shoved this one to the back by accident, but probably will start using it again because it has a really pretty gold shimmer to it. It's the perfect shade for my skin tone. So I'm gonna just apply down to the apples of my cheeks, but I like to put it on the outside, not too close, because then I'll look like a doll. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going with a highlight. My favorite drugstore highlight that I've ever discovered, that I have come across, it is the e.l.f. Blush Gems. It's a blush, but it works as a highlight. I love it, and it was, I think, $1. And it's all smashed and cracked in this thing right now, but it's okay, just gotta be careful. So I'm just taking a highlighting brush and I'm just going in and I'm going to highlight my face a little. But yeah, it's such a pretty highlight. Or blush, I don't know. If you're not a big blush person, this is a good purchase. And it's $1 or like $2. Oh, I forgot to contour my freaking nose. Okay, so I'm gonna contour my nose real fast using the same palette. I'm probably gonna use the neutral toned one that I used before and just contour just real lightly, nothing too crazy. We're going for an easy contour today. Okay, so yeah, I just drew a few little lines on my nose and I'm just gonna blend that in, blend. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of highlight and apply that to the bridge of my nose, the tip of it, And then on my Cupid's bow, right over my lips to give the illusion of fuller and snatchier looking lips. Snatchier is not a word, but I just made it one. So now I'm gonna take off the powder that I have here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this darker powder down my neck just to blend everything in a little bit. Like I said, I feel like this foundation is a little darker for my skin tone. Now I'm gonna be going in for my eyebrows. I'm gonna be going in and doing my eyebrows, and I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and it is in the color Chocolate. This might be a little dark for me for eyebrows, but we'll see. I'm just gonna start filling them in. No, as long as I'm not like drawing them in like a 5-year-old coloring. You know, like 5-year-olds are like, they gotta like run down the pencil to like the nub of it. So I'm gonna start doing this eyebrow now. So now I'm gonna be going in and doing my eyes. My go-to for my eyes is always using my contour palette and just using the light browns and kind of, you know. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use the NYX palette. I'm gonna use that neutral tone color again. And I will be just putting that in my crease, because I already kind of set my eyelids with the face powder. So I'm just going in with this contour shade. Doing little by little and blending that in. Wow, this blended in so nicely into my crease. Same thing on the other eye. And one thing that I've noticed too, because like this palette, it's not super pigmented. I personally like not a very pigmented powder, especially for like contour or eyeshadow. It just, I feel like it makes it easier to work with. When it's super, super pigmented, you just literally, if you touch it, a ton of it comes on and you have to, you know, take it off and stuff. But sometimes it's just too harsh to blend and just make it look natural. So, I don't know. I'm down for the not so pigmented stuff. Okay, and then I'm gonna be going in with the really dark shade in the palette and putting that in my crease as well. Just blending that in. So I did that, but I also want to add maybe like a, I don't know, something, like a pop of something. So I'm going to be taking this Milani palette. I don't know what this palette is called. Oh, Earthy Elements. So I'm going to be taking this kind of bright burnt orange in the middle, and I'm just going to put that in my crease as well. This one's pretty pigmented, so be careful. I love oranges as well, especially like that burnt orange color. And then other eye. Guys, I swear, this is like a cheat to eye makeup. Just taking a big fluffy brush, putting it in like a light, medium, and then a dark color, and just blending into your crease, and you have a good looking eye. People are like, oh, how do you do that? I'm like, it is so easy. You just gotta blend and take the time for it. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking kind of like a dense eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be putting it back in that neutral shade and applying that on my lash line. I'm gonna be going with the dark shade, go a little over it, not too dark. And then I'm gonna be going with that orange, a little over that as well. Okay, in the same Milani palette, it comes with this really pretty, ooh, it's gonna fall. This really pretty shimmery champagne color, and I'm gonna apply that to my brow bone and in the inner corner of my eye as a highlight. So I'm just taking any fluffy eyeshadow brush. And then in my inner corner. Okay, I was gonna do eyeliner and stuff, but I'm not feeling it today, to be honest with you. I'll show you the eyeliner I probably would have used. Is the only eyeliner that I use that I have been using since I think freshman year of high school or 8th grade. I've been using this eyeliner probably 6 years, 5-6 years now, and it is the L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Linear Intense Felt Tip Liquid Liner. That is a mouthful, and it looks like that, and that's what I usually do for liner. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it today. I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna be putting on some mascara, and the mascara that I'm gonna be using is the L'Oreal Waterproof Luminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is the only drugstore mascara that I buy. So these two are the only ones that I buy, and I probably will never change that. I mean, I'm down to try other stuff, but if I'm gonna go buy one, it's gonna be one of these. Well, it's gonna be this liner and this mascara. I'm gonna take an eyelash curler, curl my lashes a little bit. And I'm just gonna put on that mascara. I feel like my next beauty video, I'm gonna try and do some sort of colored eye look. I never do a colored eye. I just think it's just so simple, and I just always like to have natural looking makeup on, even though it's a full face of makeup, but I try to keep it on the more natural side. If you guys wanna see some sort of colored eye look, let me know. Let me know what colors you wanna see me do it with. I also just realized this is the waterproof one, so this is gonna be fun trying to take off later tonight. Usually when I do the waterproof one, I have to like take my wipey and like lightly pull on my lashes to pull it off because it's pretty intense. Okay, so I'm basically done. I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. Looks like that. I'm just gonna kind of set my makeup. Oh wait, hold on. Lips. I'm gonna be using the Jordana Easy Liner for lips in Tawny. It is my favorite drugstore liner. I keep this usually in my purse to retouch up my lips all the time. So I'm gonna be taking that, and I'm just gonna be lightly lining them. I'm not really gonna line them. It's more just kind of like filling them in, giving my lips a little color. And I bought this at Walgreens. Also a tip. Before you do your makeup, I always recommend putting some Vaseline or some sort of, chapstick or something on your lips while you're doing your full face of makeup. So by the time you put your lipstick on or your liner or anything on, your lips are kind of like moisturized and they're not dry or anything, and it makes everything go on a lot easier and smoother. And then my favorite gloss, guys, you know it. I put it in almost all my makeup videos, especially from the very beginning, and is the Milani Bare Secret Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss. Cannot tell you how many of these I've gone through, but it's the best gloss ever. Like, you guys know I'm not a big lip person, so I'd rather do lip gloss over lipstick. Yeah, I think I'm done. Oh, spray. Ready? That was intense. All right, guys, so that is my full face using only drugstore makeup. And you know what? I really missed it, and it's so inexpensive. My face looks glowy, it looks healthy. But yeah, guys, like I said, a full face of makeup is completely doable with drugstore makeup. I hate when people say like, oh, like drugstore makeup's like, it's okay. Like I hear people say that, and I'm like, I started with drugstore makeup. I would do full faces with drugstore makeup, and I just did a full face of makeup using drugstore makeup. And it is way cheaper, obviously, than Sephora, and it's just as good. Some drugstore products are even better than high-end products. Like, for instance, this liner and this mascara, I think better than majority of high-end mascaras. Like, for the price of it, works way better. So yeah, never let anyone shut you down on cheaper makeup, because it's pretty bomb. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below on how you like the look. Like I said before, also let me know if you want me to do a colored eye look or something, a little different. And also leave a comment down below on any other videos you'd like to see me do. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please put those push notifications on so when I upload, y'all can watch the video right away. Don't forget to subscribe. Anything else, Franny? I think I'm good. I think I did all of it. Literally, guys, every time I'm done doing that, I'm like, okay, did I forget something? Because I talk so fast. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.